USA.
Yo 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 yo.
Lauren LaRosa is filling in for Jess Hilarious.
Good morning.
Charlamagne's running a little late, and it's Thursday.
It literally always feels like Friday. Every time y'all said it there, I'd be like, oh, it's not Friday.
No, definitely not Friday. It's Thursday. We got one more day. How you feeling?
I feel great. I went to sleep early yesterday. I don't know why I was so tired. I think the weekend hit me yesterday.
Oh, G-Ho killed you last week?
Yesterday.
And you're about to do it all over again?
Yeah, I'm in and out of Norfolk though. So
okay.
Norfolk, I'll be there Friday, October 25th, Alumni Fest.
That's right. So shout out to everybody in the 757-804 Norfolk State Homecoming. Hampton University is the same weekend, so it's going to be an experience. So I can't wait to hit the 757. I got one of the biggest scares of my life, something that people are always fearful of. So I'll explain. So
oh God,
I'm all my whole family's on this app, Life 360, right?
Oh yeah.
So that way you can see where everybody is and what's going on
in like real time, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. So yesterday I got a call and a lady was like, I have your cell phone. And I'm like, excuse me? She was like, yeah, the last person that was that you texted, I have their cell phone, which was my daughter, Brooklyn.
Oh my God. The baby.
The baby. Well, she's not the baby, but she's 8 years old.
Okay.
She's my baby. And I got nervous. I got scared. So I started looking at the Life 360 app and I started following where the phone was. But now she's supposed to be in dance class.
Oh my God. Envy. I'm getting scared as you're talking.
So, I went out and to look for the phone. I found the phone. The lady was a teacher, so this is what had happened. We all figured it out. So she does these videos, but on the back of her phone, she has these suction cups where she suction cups on the glass, she suction cups on the wall. So what she did was she suction cupped on the nanny's car and did the video and then forgot that the phone was on the car. Wow. So as the nanny's driving around yesterday doing chores, the phone's moving, and I'm looking at it on the Life 360 app, and I'm thinking somebody kidnapped her and is driving around.
Envy, what were you doing?
I was nervous. I loaded up. I was chasing it and everything, but it was actually it was her.
Oh my God. I'm so happy that it was just this.
It was her. I went to her dance school. I'm like, what are you doing? She was like, dancing? So I was nervous. Nobody else was nervous but me, but that's how I am. But it was very, very, very scary. I thought, I didn't know what happened. I seen her phone moving around, and then the lady found her phone. I'm like, oh my gosh, did somebody kidnap her? Did somebody grab her? But nah, she was fine. She was just doing dances, just being a kid.
You're so happy she is okay. God is good.
That's right.
That has to be the biggest scare as a parent.
Absolutely. She slept with us last night. I was like, you sleeping with us tonight. So she was happy about that. But anyway, we got a great show for you. David and Tamela Mann will be joining us this morning. Tamela has a new album, Live, Breathe, Fight. So we're going to be talking to them in a little bit. And we got front page news. More going to be breaking down everything that's happening. So don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. And let's get in some front page news. Now, sports, there's too many NBA teams. We do that when it gets to the playoffs. But in Thursday night football, the Minnesota Vikings take on the Rams at 8:15. Now, good morning, Morgan.
Good morning, NB, Charlamagne, and Lauren. How y'all feeling?
Good, morning, great. How you feeling?
Pretty good. Okay, so election day the election day countdown is on with November 5th. 12 days away, and on top of the front page news, it's you making sure you exercise your right to vote. With that said, in a recent interview with the New York Times, former President Trump's White House Chief of Staff, John Kelly, said Trump commented more than once that Hitler did, quote, some good things too. He went on to say that Trump meets the general definition of a fascist. Kelly also called Trump an authoritarian and admires people who are dictators. Now, Vice President Harris says former President Trump's alleged comments about Adolf Hitler are a window into who he is. Let's hear more from VP Harris.
It is deeply troubling and incredibly dangerous that Donald Trump would invoke Adolf Hitler, the man who is responsible for the deaths of 6 million Jews and hundreds of thousands of Americans. Anyone who refuses to bend a knee or dares to criticize him would qualify, in his mind, as the enemy within. In just the past week, Donald Trump has repeatedly called his fellow Americans the enemy from within, and even said that he would use the United States military to go after American citizens.
I can't even believe we're having any more conversations about who should be elected on November 5th.
I mean, he's been saying that for the longest, though. You know what I mean? And people are not recognizing it's crazy.
Yeah, but like she said last night, she thinks a lot of people don't hear it, and I believe that as well. Like you got a guy just straight up, you got a guy straight up parroting Hitler's talking points, like parroting Hitler's moves. The dude is even doing a freaking rally at Madison Square Garden like the Nazis did in the 30s. What are we talking about, America?
So a Trump campaign spokesperson responded to Kelly's comments saying that he totally beclowned himself by telling debunked stories about the Trump administration. Switching gears, former President Trump, he recently spoke to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Ironically, he made the comments while speaking at a town hall event in Zebulon, Georgia, saying the two have a very good relationship. Let's hear from former President Trump.
You wouldn't have had inflation. You wouldn't have had Russia attacking Ukraine. You wouldn't have had October 7th, which was Israel. And the horrible, most embarrassing moment in the history of our country was Afghanistan. The way, not that they pulled out, we were ready to pull, the way they pulled out it was so bad. They moved the military out first. No, you moved the military out last. I think it was one of the most embarrassing. I think that's why actually Putin went into Ukraine. But we're going to take care of Israel, and they know that. Bibi called me yesterday, called me the day before. We have a very good relationship. And I have to say fortunately, they didn't listen to Biden, because if they listened to Biden, they'd right now be waiting for a bomb to drop on them.
Bibi is Benjamin Netanyahu. That's crazy that he has a nickname for him.
Bibi is crazy.
I thought everybody called him Bibi. That's not just Trump.
Okay, well, if this is true, Trump negotiating deals with other foreign leaders, he could be in violation of the Logan Act, which prohibits private U.S. citizens from having directly or indirectly any unauthorized correspondence or intercourse with any foreign government in relation to disputes or controversies with the United States. So if he just calling BB up to be like, hey, what's up? That's cool. But if he's talking about, these deals, which we know Trump likes to talk about deals, then that is against the law. The Republican presidential nominee, he slammed the Biden-Harris administration in those. He also talked about being closer to World War III. He also criticized FEMA for its hurricane response to Hurricane Helene, saying the agency and the White House did not do their job. Of course, he is. This is so crazy. The former president, he's also supposed to rally he held a rally, in Duluth, Georgia, saying there won't be a country left if Kamala Harris is elected president. He went on to say so many other things. He even praised Elon Musk for thanking him and endorsing him and the millions he's donated to the campaign. Trump also promised to terminate any electric vehicle mandates and said he will immediately begin fracking on day one of his administration. I'm not sure if that would actually hurt Musk and Tesla. Doesn't really make much sense. But speaking of Musk, he is being warned by the Justice Department that his $1 million giveaway, his lottery for registered voters, may be illegal. That's according to CNN, which cited people briefed on the matter. Musk announced over the weekend that his political action committee would award $1 million to every day to a registered voter in swing states who signs a petition. Now, people saying paying people to register to vote is prohibited by federal law. According to CNN, the political action committee received a letter from the DOJ's Public Integrity Section, which oversees the investigation and prosecution of all federal crimes affecting government integrity. Now, Musk has, of course, endorsed former President Trump in the election, and he has appeared at rallies in support of him, and it's really giving oligarchy vibes at this point, but nobody asked me about that, so I'm not going to get too much into that.
All right. Well, thank you, Morgan. We'll see you next hour.
Yeah, there's more front page news. Stick around at 7 a.m.
Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Everything with me is blessed.
Call up now. 800-585-1051.
Not just me. I'm what the culture feeling.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, it's Jerome. How you doing?
What's
Good
up,
morning.
Jerome? What's up? Where you calling from, brother?
I'm calling from Iowa.
All right, get it off your chest, brother.
I just like to get it off my chest. My cousin, man, he's 33 years old. He's going into cancer this morning. I just want to put his name out there. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He's going into surgery this morning. He has colon cancer. And I just want to put his name out there. His name Darian Curry, man. He got a little daughter. She's a year old. Her name Hendrix. And I just want to put his name out there to get everybody to pray for him.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, brother.
Absolutely.
Thank you. They said he may have had this for like 8 or 9 years. He just now, we as young black men, we don't know to go to the doctor and get ourselves checked up. We just put everything to the side, but. I just want to put his name out there, man.
I was going to say that's a tough one because he's 33 years old. Usually they don't tell you to check for colon cancer till you, what, 40?
45.
45 years old, and if you have family history, 40. But definitely we're praying for him and telling everybody out there, like you said, please get checked. Please go out there and make sure everything is all right. Charlamagne and myself, we go I go every 3 years. I think Charlotte goes every 5 years.
But I don't know how you said he's 33, but does he have a history of it in his family? If he had a history of it in his family, he definitely probably should have went to get checked early.
Definitely, but
he had a history of it in his family.
Yeah.
Of course. So he should have went to get checked early. Absolutely.
I would like to, if y'all don't mind, if I could put his cash app out there for his daughter. Man.
Yes, sir.
Of course. Go ahead.
It is the $ hustle. HUSSLE NIP NIP 60.
All right, brother.
If you know what I mean, just anything. Thank you. I appreciate y'all for letting me in, and just prayers for my cousin Darren Curry.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please go to the doctor. I had the other day I left early because I had an appointment. I booked an appointment for my physical. And really that was because so many brothers were passing away, and I just always get nervous. And when I got there, my doctor was like, "What are you doing here? You're 4 months early. You're not supposed to come back until April." But I was just so nervous, I forgot when it was. I was just like, "Yo, just give me a physical," because I wanted to know. Everything is good, but that just makes me nervous at times.
But for colon cancer, if you have a positive family history, you're supposed to start your screening 10 years before the age which your family member who had it was diagnosed. So 10 years prior, before the age at which your family member was diagnosed. That's what the doctor will tell you.
All right. Another thing we need to do is to make sure we know our family history, too. Mm-hmm. Hello, who's this?
It's Anton from Florida.
Anton from Florida. What up? Get it off your chest, brother.
I just got a question about the amendment with the abortion. I believe it's Amendment 4.
I don't know anything about that.
All right. Well, for me, it's just the wording. Like, I want the woman to be able to choose, not have it like with the state and all that stuff. So when it's back to Roe v. Wade, I just like with wording, it's kind of confusing. I'm not stupid, but I may be ignorant. So I just need somebody to help me. Is it to get that from Morgan or anybody?
What's your
question? What is it? What's the question?
I just want to split my interest, like to have a woman to choose. So I don't want the state to choose. So I don't know if to vote yes or no on the amendment.
He's talking about the abortion amendment. He wants to know if he should vote yes or no.
I don't know what the amendment is.
We're not
What's
in Florida, so we don't know what the abortion amendment is, brother. Google. Do your research. All you got to do is Google. Look it up online. Do your research before you go there and vote.
I'll reach out to an elected official out there.
I Googled it, but the wording is like it's kind of hard to understand. Like if you go to court and all that stuff, you have the jargon, so like the average person would understand.
I'm looking at an article right now that says Florida Amendment 4, the abortion rights ballot measure explained, and all I Googled was freaking Florida Amendment.
It says this amendment would limit the government's interference in abortion. More specifically, it would block any law or government from restricting an abortion before the point of viability. I'm looking at something on WTSP.com.
But I have no idea about it, so I can't give you no information on it, brother.
Yeah, definitely look it up, brother. We can't help you with that one. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Wake up. Wake your ass.
This is your time to get it off your chest. Whether you're mad or blessed, we want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, good morning.
What's up, brother? What's your name?
Listen, I got two things I want to get off my chest, right?
Go ahead.
First thing, is Lauren up there?
Lauren is here.
Hey, Lauren, good morning, girl. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm all right. Listen, I just want to tell you, I know why your head itchy.
Why?
Because you've been loving on the white man and holding up them white women so long. Big ass lice.
Well, I said you got lice.
Don't play with me.
Damn,
no
you just threw
lice
at
Don't
you.
do that to me.
Hey, no, I'm just,
that ain't even funny.
Kind of. But listen,
joking,
the second thing I wanted to say was that I'm not voting for Hitler Jr.
There you go.
I'm not voting for Hitler Jr. And if I had to be honest with you, and I don't want to, I don't trust the Democrats, bro. As a black man in America, we done been lied to so long. Promises have never been kept. I'm going to just keep it a buck. I'm not voting this year. I don't trust the Democrats, and I damn sure ain't voting for Hitler Jr.
Well, if you're not...
Whatever happens, gonna happen.
Well, if you're not voting and Hitler Jr. wins, then you're gonna have to blame yourself. You're gonna have to take some of that blame.
I think the Democrats should take the blame because they've let down the black community so long. Just like you said the other day, Charlamagne, they keep coming at black men. They send Barack Obama. I don't know why the hell every 4 years they send Barack Obama just to come talk to black men to chastise us about voting. But like you said, 52% of white women is what got Trump in office. So why ain't nobody never coming at white people about voting?
That's right. But I'm gonna tell you something. But I'm gonna tell you something.
And then when they get in office, the things they promised us it never comes to fruition.
I'm
fatigued, Charlotte.
I'm with you. I understand the fatigue, but not voting is never an option for me because I like to complain. You know what I mean? You can't really complain if you don't participate in the process. I got to participate in the process.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Mike calling out of Virginia.
Mike from VA. What's up? Get it off your chest, Mike.
No disrespect to nobody, man. I know everybody in that radio station, more than likely going to vote Democrat. But it's just kind of funny, the rhetoric about Trump being a racist. I mean, I do my Googles, man, and I see this man having pictures with all kinds of famous black people that you guys are fans of. Especially, I see him standing next to Rosa Parks. I mean, for crying out loud, people. How can this man be Nazi, Hitler? That shit is crazy. No disrespect. So
that's all it takes. So if you take a picture with a gay person, does that make you gay?
No, it just
shut the hell up. What are you talking about?
Hitler,
just because you take a picture,
Hitler will ever.
That's not true.
Take a picture with black people, man.
That's not
true.
We'll
never do any kind of favors to black people.
That's not true. Listen, slave masters.
I'm talking to black people out there on the radio station.
Slave masters
don't
used
listen
to sleep with
the propaganda, man.
Slave masters used to sleep with slaves. And what? Slave masters would have babies with slaves. And
this ain't slave time. This ain't slavery time, bro. We passed all that bull, man.
So let me ask you a question. Serious question. You think you think you don't encounter no racist white people every day? You think just because they interact with you and they engage with you, you think that they're not racist?
No, I don't.
Sorry,
I can't listen to that. But I will tell that guy who called up about Amendment 4. Voting yes on Amendment 4 would undo Florida's current 6-week abortion ban and enshrine the right to an abortion in the Florida Constitution. Voting no on Amendment 4 would keep the current Florida law in place that bans abortions after 6 weeks of pregnancy. There are exceptions only in cases of rape, incest, or human trafficking up to 15 weeks of pregnancy. That seems pretty cut and dry to me.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. OVO Eli just texted me and said he's getting off his chest that he's very pissed off with Red, who runs the boards. He says, how dare you play Kendrick Lamar as the first song when today is Drake's birthday?
Man, who cares?
That's what he wanted to tell you.
Wow, we don't even have Drake on the birthday list, do we? I don't see it.
Damn. Get it off your chest.
No Drake.
Now we have
no Drake.
Jess with the Mess with Law Rosa.
Yes, we do. So Cardi B, because of a medical emergency, she's no longer a headline in one music festival. We're going to get into that and some other things.
Why did Eli send a picture of a fried penis on a bun with pickles and sauce, and it says Drake's birthday featuring Free Slider? What was he talking about?
Huh? What type of chat y'all got going on?
No, I didn't see that. Did he send it in
Is that Dave's Hot Chicken?
Yeah, you're not paying attention. I don't even see the text you talking about. You made that up.
No, he texted me.
Oh yeah, he sent that to the group chat.
All right, I just see this.
Is he here or did he take off for Drake's birthday?
He might have took off. He might be in Toronto. Anyway.
Going to Toronto on Drake's birthday is really, that's a different level of crazy.
Jess with the Mess is up next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, Jess with the Mess. But Jess Hilarious is on maternity leave, so it's Lauren LaRosa filling in with Jess with the Mess right now.
News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's the coach of shit.
With Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
So Cardi B made an announcement yesterday. She announced, and you guys remember earlier, she announced that she will no longer will be able to headline One Music Fest. And you guys remember earlier this week we had talked about the fact that Cardi B, when she went live talking about all that Offset stuff, I was like, why is she laying in a hospital bed? And she had actually talked about the fact that she was still feeling sick from her birthday. Let's take a listen to that.
I don't know if I want to go to a hospital or do I got to go to like an urgent care or something, because I have not been right like ever since that birthday party. First thing first, after the birthday party, I was throwing up for 2 days straight. I've been having a headache ever since, and my headache has not been going away. Like, I've been drinking like 6 Excederins a day. My prescribed headache medications have not been able to do nothing, and I cannot keep no food down. I don't know if I have liquor poisoning or something, but it's like my stomach is flat as I cannot put my faja on because my stomach feels very up. Like, I got the crazy runs. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm not 100% for sure that, all of that and the crazy runs are the reason why. But Cardi did announce yesterday that she will no longer be able to do One Music Fest. She said, I'm so sad to share this news, but I've been in the hospital recovering from a medical emergency the last couple of days, and I won't be able to perform at One Music Fest. It breaks my heart that I won't get to see my fans this weekend. Really wish I could be there. Thank you for understanding. She'll be back better and stronger soon.
Yeah, she's been posted for the hospital for the last couple of days.
It's been like 3-4 days.
The love and support. I think Jason Lee sent her some flowers, so she's been there. Hopefully she gets just well fast.
Yeah, sending Body some healing energy for sure.
Now, I wanted to take some time to send a rest in peace to Miss Elizabeth Francis. Miss Elizabeth Francis, for anyone who is not familiar, she died at 115 years old. She was born in 1909. She was the oldest living person in the U.S. and the third oldest person in the world. This is according to an online database that tracks the oldest people in the world. And there has been every single year on her birthday, they do a big birthday party for her. She interviews. Yep. She's like always active and speaking to the camera and all that stuff. Her 69-year-old granddaughter, who was also her caretaker, announced this news Tuesday night.
Her 69-year-old granddaughter.
Yep.
I love it.
Right.
And she's black.
Yes, she's black. She died peacefully surrounded by all her family. So I wanted to take some time to send a rest in peace to her. That is a long life.
What an amazing life.
I love it.
I just want 101. She made it to 115. Okay. God bless her.
How many was she like at great grandkids? I wonder, because if her granddaughter was 69, she might be great. That's amazing.
The generations that follow her is like it's decades and decades.
Like you
decades
really
and
know
decades
your great grandma, which is crazy. I love it.
Great grandma was great. She's probably maybe a great grandmother.
No, if her granddaughter's 69, that means her great granddaughter's probably in what 40s.
Okay.
And then her.
Do you think she got so granddaughter got kids too?
Yeah, great granddaughter got kids too.
So great. Probably great. Maybe.
Yeah.
So she had 3 grandchildren at the time of her death, and she has 4 great grandchildren. But I don't know if she has great. I would have to Google grandchildren, then great. Then I'll have to go great, then great. Yeah, it's.
I wonder how the world looked to her. Oh, I mean, I wonder about that with people now. Like when I think of like somebody like Minister Farrakhan who's 91, or like even Morgan Freeman 87. People that's in their 80s, 90s. Like I just wonder what does the world look like to them? I really wonder what the world looked like to her at 115.
Yeah, 1909.
Right. Well, yeah. Prayers that we all get that long life, right?
Absolutely.
Now, 50 Cent, who's had a very, very long career, we talked about the fact that he is going to be doing a Las Vegas residency, and a part of that residency will be a New Year's Eve show, which will be a huge deal. Now, he sat down with Billboard to talk about the residency and some other things, and during the conversation, they talked to him about the fact that the person who was interviewing him from Billboard was like, man, you've sustained so long. I was 10 years old when Get Rich or Die Trying came out, and it was a soundtrack of my life, so it's been a soundtrack of so many different generations' lives. And when they asked him about that, he started talking about the fact that in our culture, in hip hop, we have a short attention span and artists don't sustain that long. And he said a part of that is when you're up that long and you're consistently doing well at a certain level, there's a resistance that is created where people, they want to see you come down the same way they want to see you go up. And he said he feels like Drake is in that position right now. He said Drake is in that position right now. They're trying to resist the music because he put out some things that are dope. I say a lot of things on social media and people get upset because they look and go, I'm supposed to be automatically on Kendrick's side. He's talking about Kendrick and Drake's beef because of my association with Drake. He says, I love Kendrick, but I'll say it to you. I didn't see where Drake did anything whack at any point. They give Drake the, oh, you whack, you finish. And I'm like, no, come on. That's the system trying to make some sort of resistance. And it's from the consistency. When you win consecutively, that part of hip hop demographic wants you out of here. And he said he started to feel the resistance that he's saying Drake is feeling right now during the Curtis album.
But that's why it was such an amazing battle, because Drake didn't do anything wrong. The biggest misstep he had was the Heart Part 6. But it all boiled down to music. Kendrick just made better music. That's really what it was about. Kendrick was a better rapper. Kendrick made better songs. That's it. That's why he won the battle.
You be seeing them make. They try to make it seem like Drake's career is over.
No, Drake's career is not.
I don't
over at
agree
all.
that it is either, but I do see that conversation as a thing, which I think is crazy.
But that happens to everybody. There's not one artist who was red hot. Drake just had a longer run than most people. But after a while, there is fatigue on your music. And by the way, salute to 50. But let's also factor in that 50 diversified his portfolio. People don't love 50 necessarily for the music no more. We know he got classics, but right now people love 50 because of what he's doing in the TV world and Hollywood.
That's true. But see, but 50 was, and I always say this about Fifth. Fifth was always personable with artists and with people. Like he reached out to the younger artists, whether it was Soulja Boy, whether it was The Baby.
They
whether
talk
it
about
was
him and Pop Smoke in this article too.
Pop Smoke as well. And even when 50 does these concerts, if you look at when 50 does these festivals, most of those people are his friends.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to say, oh, I need this person. Like, even with comedians and, like, these people are his friends.
And that's also because 50 has a great personality.
He does.
Well, I wanted to. There's more to it because speaking of his friends, he does. He goes into some of the stuff on like Meek Mill and people responding to things as well too. But I think I'll bring that back in the next hour because I think that conversation you guys are gonna have a lot to say about that too. So in the next hour, we'll get into his response to the fact that Meek Mill got brought into all of the Diddy allegations and why he thinks artists being vulnerable can be a good thing and a bad thing.
I just want to hear. I want to hear 50 and artists like Snoop and all of those guys speak to these people about diversifying your portfolio.
Oh, there's that in here
he
too.
Talks about that too.
When people don't love you for your music no more, what are they going to love you for?
You can always pivot.
That's what I'm saying.
And he's pivoted amazingly. And if you haven't got your tickets, get your tickets for his residency in Vegas. He's putting on a hell of a show, and you're gonna want to see it. It's only 16 shows, I think, or 15 shows.
He said he's gonna change it up each time.
Yes.
He's gonna do. We gonna listen. We got another hour. We're gonna get to it. I'm gonna do a little bit more 50 before we go to anything else because there was some good stuff in this Billboard article.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to his New Year's Eve show out in Vegas. I'm gonna go support the brother. Queens, get the money. All right, now when we come back, we got front page news, and then David and Tamela Mann will be joining us. So don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're checking out the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is filling in for Jess. And let's get in some front page news. Now, in Thursday Night Football, the Vikings take on the Rams at 8:15. Now, what we got, Morgan?
Listen, what we got is at the top of the front page news is you making sure you get out there to vote. With that said, Vice President Harris is discussing a wide variety of topics. She did so at her CNN town hall hosted by Anderson Cooper. She started off by talking about how she believes Donald Trump is a fascist, and she questioned his ability to lead the country. She also answered questions about the border, saying the American immigration system is broken, and she's the right candidate to bring real solutions. Let's hear more from Harris on CNN.
America has always had migration, but there needs to be a legal process for it. People have to earn it. And that's the point that I think is the most important point that can be made, which is we need a president who is grounded in common sense and practical outcomes. Like, let's just fix this thing. Let's just fix it. Why is there any ideological perspective on this? Let's just fix the problem.
Both parties want border security. The problem is both parties have politicized, the border, and that's the problem. Like, so now that both of them have politicized it so much, it's hard for them to come together and do something to actually fix it because somebody has to get the credit for it,
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Like, they don't ever take bipartisan credit for things. It's whoever's in office is going to get the credit. But everybody wants border security.
I know that this town hall was for the undecideds, right?
I don't know what this town hall is for.
Yeah, I think it was. I saw people dragging Dana Bash from CNN this morning because she said that sources were telling her that Kamala missed the mark with this town hall.
I saw that was her first. Soon as the town hall was over, they went to the panel, and that's the first thing she said And I thought she was way off base with that when she said that.
Well, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Well, Harris went on to say that she believes there is an opportunity to end the war in Gaza and, of course, working towards a two-state solution. Meanwhile, former President Trump's running mate, J.D. Vance, he was in the swing state of Nevada yesterday talking about the GOP plan to increase home ownership for Americans. Let's hear from Vance in Nevada.
Here's the crazy thing is my generation. I'm speaking particularly to folks in my generation and a little bit younger. Donald Trump and I, if you work hard and play by the rules, we're going to fight for your ability to afford the American dream of home ownership. We have got so many acres of federal land that are being totally unused, but we could build houses on that federal land and make it more affordable for American citizens to afford a good life.
Anybody that starts off a conversation saying Donald Trump plays by the rules, I can't even listen to. Donald Trump does not play by the rules.
So, I'm from the DMV in close proximity to a lot of federal land, right? And I was kind of wondering what kind of regulations would be in place for someone who purchased a home on federal land or from the federal government. So, of course, like you, Charlamagne, I chat GPT'd it. And so basically what it came back to say was generally you cannot build a house on federal land without specific permission from the government. And as most federal lands are not zoned for residential development. However, in certain situations, though, like the land sale or a lease program, which y'all know what that sounds like, right? A government agency might be able to build on federal land, particularly if it's to address housing shortages, which there's no housing shortage in America. There's a shortage of people who are able to afford, or there's no housing shortage, but people need to be able to afford the houses that exist. And with proper regulations in place, a recent example is the Houses Act, which aims to utilize federal land for housing development. Now, Politico reported earlier this year that federal lots of land are mostly located in the West in areas where there's no roads or sewers, let alone a need for housing. That article came out August 9th of 2024. So, Envy, does buying real estate on federal land seem like a good idea?
Well, federal land is usually like national forests. It's usually national parks. It's usually wildlife situations and things like that. So, like you said, it's usually where there is no roads or anything like that. It's usually forests and things like that. Now, the federal government does have lands that they repossess that they use for a lot of the things that they have that they can, give to people. They can give to people for great prices. But when they talk about the huge land and federal land that they own, is usually for grasslands, forests, wildlife conservation, and things like that.
Right. Or, monuments and things like that. In the DMV area, that's what we see. So I'm not sure that that's a viable idea, but I'm not going to get too much into that. In New York, I'm going to bring it home to you. A ticker tape parade will be held today for the New York Liberty in honor of their first ever WNBA championship win. New York City Mayor Eric Adams applauded the team and shared more details on the parade that's headed down the Canyon of Heroes in Lower Manhattan. Let's hear from New York Mayor Eric Adams on the parade today.
We are excited. Congratulations, New York Liberty, for winning your first WNBA title. You made us proud, and we're going to make you proud. We're going to give you a ticker tape parade, 10 a.m. on Thursday morning. And then after that, we're going to have an amazing ceremony right here at City Hall to say thank you to our heroes. Congratulations, New York Liberty WNBA champions.
Well, congratulations. I need everybody to go out there and support. Even if you work in that area, if you could come down about 10, 11 a.m. at lunch or whatever and go out there and support those women and make them feel special. I went to one ticker tape parade, which was actually
called a
ticker tape.
Okay.
Yeah, I learned about that too, Lauren. It's like all the confetti.
All the confetti they throw out the windows and things like that.
Okay, I've seen it on TV.
Yeah, I went to one, which was actually 16 years ago when I signed my deal with Power 105. The day I went to sign the deal, the Yankees had actually won, and I was walking through the parade to get to the old Power building to sign my contract. That was the only one I ever went to. But definitely go out there and support those ladies and those women.
There will also be another ceremony at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. That's where, of course, the women's basketball team beat the Minnesota Lynx in overtime in Game 5 on Sunday, clinching their first WNBA title. City Hall and other buildings will also be lit up in that seafoam green tonight to honor the Liberty. Somebody hold Ellie's purse, okay? I just want to see what Ellie going to do, because
Ellie going to show out at the
Let me tell you, Ellie has been main character energy all season. I absolutely love it. Well, that's your front page news. I'm Morgan Wood. Follow me on social at Morgan Media. And for more news coverage, follow at Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app and visit BINnews.com. Talk to y'all tomorrow.
Thank you, Morgan. All right. Now, when we come back, we have David and Tamela Mann joining us this morning. Tamela has a new album, Live, Breathe, and Fight. And we're going to talk to them next, so don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Everybody, it's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Jess is on maternity leave, so Lauren LaRosa is filling in. And we got some special guests in the building. We have Tamela and David Mann. Welcome.
What up, though? Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Good morning. Now, just in case y'all wondering why I'm here, I walked in the door and she's, sit down. Yes, ma'am, I'm in your house. I'll sit down and do the interview.
Because Miss Mann is here to promote her new album, Live, Breathe, Fight. But I mean, y'all been doing things together forever. Like,
Yeah.
Do y'all even know life without each other?
No, and I don't want to either.
We got married at 21, so we've been married 36 years. So that's a long time.
No separations. I like to say that.
There you go.
We worked through it.
Did y'all know as soon as y'all saw each other? Like,
she did, because I was that kind of guy. No.
Whatever. No, we did not. But
we were just friends.
Okay.
We were just friends.
It wasn't long after, though, that I knew, but I wouldn't let him know that I felt like that. Like he was the one. I felt like he was the one, but I was like, I don't know, because, David had a little play in him.
When did you realize?
When did I realize? It was really some months because we started singing together early. Mm-hmm. So it was some months, and David started protecting me, even like with the other guys, because I was the only girl in the group, us singing. Mm-hmm. And he would always like, y'all don't horseplay with her.
We had a singing group, like, so y'all know, me, Kirk Franklin, and another guy, Daryl Blair. Mm-hmm. So Kirk Franklin and I have been friends for like 40-something years.
Yeah, we was 15 when I met.
School together.
We met him.
Yeah.
So it just, but I just felt like if it works out, I said, I really like this dude, but I have to just wait and see.
Watch his play ways.
Yeah, and it did. His plays played away.
She actually busted me one time with a couple other girls that I was with.
I was just looking. I didn't bust you. You busted yourself.
They threw me a surprise birthday party.
Both girls?
No, well, we were all just friends. You know how you invite people to, okay, we're gonna do this.
They should have told me.
We meeting at this house. Mm-hmm. We meeting at this house, but he brought somebody with him, so that we didn't know that he was gonna bring somebody, but it was just people that we all knew.
I was doing a little much. I'm for real. That's why I wouldn't hook up with her, because she was my friend, and I knew once I started that was it.
She wasn't going nowhere.
Nope. Then once I said I do, I am, I will.
All right.
And here I am.
So what do you tell young couples? Because you said something, you said, you've been together that long and never separation, right? Mm-hmm. Me and my wife, we've been married 23 years, been together 31. No separations, right? We worked through everything, good, bad, ugly, whatever. So what do you tell young couples?
We took divorce off the table. And the thing is to sometimes you got to just separate, and for instance, in the house, to just gather your thoughts versus like throwing venom like at the heat of the moment. Sometimes you just have to back up, okay, let's take a minute and digest what's happening versus so you won't say I say piercing things. I've been saying that since the beginning, because you can say stuff when you're angry and you can't take them words back, because no matter if somebody say, I'm sorry and I forgive you, but in the back of your head, you still thinking.
And you never try to resolve issues in the middle of a battle.
Right.
I mean, you just let it calm down a little bit.
Period.
Just cool it off a little bit. When you're trying to resolve stuff in the middle of war, it gets a little hard because, early on, like she say, I'm quick with my mouth, quick with my tongue. So I would just say piercing stuff. And I just started to see how, man, this is devastating this woman. It's crushing her. So, I just started building her up. And
what's the worst battle that you guys got into that you remember that it was just nasty and you was going at her neck, she was going at your neck?
Okay, so like we talk...
Which one you gonna say?
Which one? The knock at the door.
Yes.
The knock at the door.
Yes. Knock at the door.
Who showed up at the door?
Who showed up at the crib?
Well,
imagine this. Imagine she's at work, you at the house, and the constable knock on the door and say, hey, here you go. Here are the papers.
You've been served.
You've been served. I say, served with what? Oh, you have a baby. I'm like, what? I got a new, And so she comes home and is like, hey, how your day been? I'm good.
Now, this is how long y'all were married at this time?
We were married 5 years by this time. So before I got married, one of them last
little hits.
Yeah.
You giving out the last little hits.
That little relapse always gets you.
Yeah. And so imagine her coming home and say, hey, how's your day? Oh, my day was good. What you do today? Oh, I got us another baby.
Oh,
that's how you said it?
No, I did not.
Oh, I was about to say, gee, but you play too much. You were proud to say you play
did you
too
get
much.
straight to it like that, or it took you some time to even come out?
It took him some time to get it out.
Yeah,
Okay.
I rehearsed it because on the way home, okay, I'm going to tell her like this. So, you remember? Nah, I can't say it that way. So, the time, and I could, I just tried to rehearse it. So finally I had to come and say, dear, I might have a child that I had.
And the thing is he had two. He had two. He said from a previous argument. That's what he calls it. So that but they, two different ladies.
The best things that ever happened to my two daughters. Best thing.
So it's like I told him, I said, okay, now I accepted the one. Because I was there when she was born, because we was best friends.
She was at the hospital.
I went to the hospital when she was born. The whole 21 hours, y'all sit there. But as he came and said this to me about the other young lady, which I knew about the other young lady, and I knew that they had been intimate. I knew they had a thing going. But for how it was presented, it was rough for me to take. I was like, I don't know, because the chick, God bless her, we're in a better place now. But then she was rough to deal with.
Right. You had to put holy hands on her?
I didn't put no holy hands on her. I just we had words, but not even to, we talked about it, and David really pulled me. Sit down and we
before
talked.
we got there, it got really bad because she was like, I can't deal with this. I'm out. And I shared with her, like, look, it's me and you against everything else.
That's the breakdown he gave me.
It's me and you against everything else, because I know that this is a hard situation to swallow. I know I put us in a bad situation. I tell my kids now, I say, look, I put y'all in a bad situation because now you got to go over to your mom's house for Christmas. Okay, I'm going to have Thanksgiving. I say, that's a hard place to put kids, and I say, I take full responsibility. I mean, my two old daughters, best thing ever happened. You see them now. I went to get the blood test. You know how you go in to do the test? And I was going to go in and do a test. And, the first thing, that baby probably ain't mine. That baby ain't mine. So by now she's 5. And I walk in the place and I look down at this little face. I said, we ain't got to take no blood. Her face is exactly like mine.
But to me, she looked like him and she looked like her. So it's like she was a great mixture of the two. But when David told me the resolve for me, DJ Envy, was that he did the spark thing. He said it's us and then it's them.
It's everybody else.
He said, so you never have to worry about me choosing you over them, because it's us first and then them. So that gave me a reassurance
and that's
in our
everything.
relationship, that I wouldn't have to be fighting to have my place, because I knew that I had the papers, but still you don't want to be warring with someone else over just stuff that's even outside of your home.
Right.
All right, we have more with Tamela and David, man, when we come back. So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lon Rosa filling in for Jess, and we're still kicking it with David and Tamela Mann. Now, with all that was going on, how did you block out the noise, right? Because I'm sure you had friends and girlfriends. Leave him. He's this, that, and the other.
But no one really honestly did come to me like that, because the thing is we were in a small community. A lot of us, we was church kids. We was in church singing and all this kind of stuff. So all of us did know each other and knew that they had been what they did.
What is that?
Doing what you did. Being involved. Church. Yeah. So, but if people, they knew me as a person and they knew her as a person. So it's like she had her reputation, I had mine, and it's like no one really never stepped to me and said anything crazy like that, but they was willing to defend me.
Now, mind you, when we wrote this book and I put the chapter, The Knock at the Door, in it, girl, he was cheating on you all the time. It's like, do the math, read the book, just go read the book, Girl, I knew he was cheating. It's like, you just gotta read and just follow.
But that's how we living and we breathing and we fight.
Yeah, that's right.
Through all the things, 36 years later, we're still building, we're still living, because we just believe that heaven is our destiny. We're breathing every breath with purpose. We believe that we have a call, we have a purpose to do what we do, even to inspire people that follow us in relationships. I mean, this is like you said, everybody wanting us to do this together, Lauren. They do, and they expect to see us. It's like when you see one, it's like, okay, where your husband? You out here by yourself? No, he's here. It's like he just stepped away.
Because trust me, I've been trying to lay in the cut while we've been doing this promo tour, and the same thing. I was like,
we fighting together. We doing this together.
I really can't see. I mean, I don't see y'all apart. Y'all are really tag team back again every time we see y'all.
We really,
it just feels complete when y'all are together.
And and that's I love the completion of it, because he completes me. And my prayer is like, Lord, please give us more time. Give us more time together. And it's like I don't know if I can do life without him.
Is that what got y'all to get into shape? Because you said you wanted to live, like you wanted more time. Is that what made y'all say, you know what, let's get into the gym?
I had a whole diabetes scare and all this stuff, and we just like, man, we got to do something. I can't leave her here by herself. It's just too much going on. Just seeing the craziness, and I'm just like, I can't leave her here by herself. I got to get myself together. And so that's what we're doing. We just a work in progress.
Yeah.
You know, this
y'all look good, man.
Thank you. Working from the inside out. I think the importance of it is like this record and doing it is like mentally working, coming from a mental space, coming from building the body, doing differently, making better decisions for the body, and that thing is like so we can be here longer together.
And I was telling you off air, thank you so much for what you're doing in this mental health space.
Thank you, brother.
It means a lot to me as a black man and somebody who's expected to make the world feel good. And I was, like I shared with, I was embarrassed to come out with my story of depression and making it. And to hear stories like yours and you're talking and just putting it in the forefront, it makes people like me say, good, I can share mine without being embarrassed. Because I was embarrassed. Really, I mean, like...
But why embarrassment, though?
Because people
be so
expect me every time to come out and perform.
You gotta be funny.
You gotta be funny. You gotta be... You Mr. Brown. You make the world laugh. Like she said, I grew up, I'm a fan of... Like... Okay, so people expect that, and so they don't know in the background you dying, you know, literally dying and drowning. And so when people like you come out and you know make it known, hey, it's cool. I have a therapist and I have Jesus.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so you know, I just.
But
want
even
to
all of y'all, it's just all of y'all lives what y'all give. I think it's important that all of us bring what we bring to the table. I feel like this pie is big enough for all of us to have a piece to share it. We can help somebody. I mean, one of our messages ought to get to somebody. I mean, my God. I mean, it's like with the platforms that we have, we should be able to help encourage somebody from any walk of life. I just feel like we're sent here not just for us. We're sent here to help all walks of life.
So what's the message in this album?
This album is to live, breathe, and fight. Even though you're facing the things you're facing, the song's talking about carry on. Even though that you've dealt with mental health or different things in your family or whatever your issues may be, we have to carry on. We deserve to win after you've done and been through the mess and the upbringings that we've came out of. We deserve to win. You deserve to have some nice things. You deserve to have a smile on your face, to be in a good relationship.
You're going to find somebody. I've been watching. I be talking to the screen. Leave her alone.
She don't pray though. She don't pray about it.
Don't pray.
Leave her
He don't know.
alone, man.
He don't know if you praying or not.
You know what
She
the
don't
main
know my
problem is?
body.
She was kind of like you early on. She was a player from the Himalaya.
That is not true. That is not
but
true.
all the men have caught on to what she's been doing and been checking
because
her
of the radio
and saying that she needs to get help
every day. I see it. Trust me,
If
I'm
you've
with
been
you.
watching, you know. I
know.
did not start out player. I was
Wait a minute.
deeply
See, you
involved.
messed up. You said I didn't start out player.
I didn't.
What?
I mean, once you
said
get,
she was deeply
I wasn't a
involved.
player. I'm
Don't prove me
single. I'm just
wrong.
meeting people, you know. And now
She kicks the same game to the same guys.
That's not true.
And they figured it out.
Then
To
you
the fact
don't know
that
me.
two gentlemen said, you need to fix yourself. You need to get therapy
Two
to
of
come
them
back
told us
around.
you need to heal.
first of all,
Two men told us you need to heal, Tamela.
and don't. One of them only lasted to the Sunday after homecoming.
Oh,
Because you needed to heal.
No, because don't get me started. A lot of it be deflecting and cap.
And the language she uses, she be calling these guys things like eaters. Y'all know about that?
No.
We ain't talking
You know,
about
we
that.
old.
Do not. First
my
of all,
best
you will
eater.
Not.
Like,
Okay, what's that?
It's not the body.
Yes.
I didn't say that. I don't say that.
Got him in the phone. Got him labeled in the phone. Eater.
that is not
what?
true.
Eater too. Best eater.
That is not true. I would never
Thursday
do
eater.
that.
Let's pray.
But I think we should.
I'm down to pray.
But when you're
after
when you're looking at being found, I think we have to make a list of what we're wanting in a relationship. And then you become the list.
I have
Talk
a
that
list.
talk.
Just know what you want, and it's okay to have standards.
But you said that you realize later in life about your value, right?
Yeah, but yes,
But it takes time for
It
you
does
to
take
get to a
time.
certain point where you feel like, okay, now I'm ready to enter back into things.
Yes.
I just feel like some men don't understand when you're taking that time. That doesn't mean that you're lonely or without. It's just you need that time. I stepped away from something.
See, that's the
knowing I
healing
needed that
process. When
time.
y'all say for her taking her time for heal, that's the healing process right there. So she is in the process of being
Look the
healed.
way she looking at this.
So y'all just have to. It's her way.
Are you still dating
it's
while
her
you
way.
healing?
She was at G-Ho this weekend.
But honestly,
What's that? What's G?
Y'all about to we 58 and old. I got eaters. I be with the hoes.
What it sound
I'm
like?
so sorry sorry for them.
That's
y'all.
okay.
I brought y'all into this, and I did not know.
It's okay.
You know what?
As long as you know.
Yeah, I know.
And I know these guys are. Y'all stop teasing her.
Thank you.
Why you gonna come here and try to mama somebody?
Because I'm just old. I'm the oldest in here. I'm 58.
But I did take time before I started dating. I took a lot of time because it was a long relationship that I was in, and then I got back outside. And now here come these two.
I see God working on it. God got his hands on it.
Yeah. Working on
you know,
it.
hand on me is one of my titles.
That's right.
Hand on me. Hand on me.
God need to have hands around
his throat.
What? The way he got his foot on
he need to choke on it. What? But I have a song on that's called Power, talking about the power of God. You should listen to it, Charlamagne. It's a good one. The power is really just talking about how the Lord just maneuvers and how his power just happens over things and just how he just holds us. I mean, it's just amazing how God just really protects us when we don't know that we being protected. We think we out here doing it ourselves, but the Lord is really shielding us. So it's just really a blessing to be able to bring. My hope is that it's good music and people can be healed and have inspiration from it.
All right, we have more with David and Tamela Mann when we come back. Let's get into a joint off her album, Deserve to Win. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. We are The Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with David and Tamela Mann. Now, that was Deserve to Win off her album, Live, Breathe, Fight is out right now. Charlamagne?
I was going to ask about Lord, I Trust You, right? Because, you know, to what you're speaking about now, you say when the sun's not shining down on me, when the chaos is overwhelming my peace, when my life is spinning out of control, when I lose my grip and I start to let go, Lord, I trust you. How hard is it to put your trust in God when things aren't going well? When you don't see no light at the end of the tunnel?
It could be hard to me. That's when I have a real good cry. I get in my car a lot because my car, to me, it's like I can get away from everything and don't have to hear anything. It's like that, but in my closet. It's like a prayer closet and in my car. Because God, it's like I don't understand what's happening right now, this last year and a half of things and things coming to me, like I can't believe that I'm in this situation. I can't believe that I'm having to fight just to prove who I am. And I thought I was doing that, but it's like, okay, Lord, I trust you. I trust that you're gonna handle it. And then that's when the song came for me, working for me, that the Lord just gave me a stamp of approval. You may not see me at work, but I'm working in your behalf, that he's working for me. Bless you.
Thank you.
So it's just, I just take comfort in knowing that he is my guide and he is my help. He's my present help in the time of storm. That even when I don't see and nobody else is around, he's there and I can go to him and I ain't got to worry about my business being in the street.
That's why testimony is so important though, right? Because I like to hear other people's stories and what they've been through and what they overcame.
The overcoming of it.
That's right.
The overcoming.
That was your last album, Overcomer.
The Overcomer sure was Overcomer. And that's the thing is, and the Lord has allowed me to finish the work. Even to the extent of, even with my body, I reached the goal of like even the weight loss that I was trying to do. So, but to even spiritually become a writer, like I wrote on, it's like I gave direction on every song on this album. So it's like things that I'm proving to myself and showing like, Lord, you know, I wrote the plan down and I'm following through with the plan.
And working for me, that was your 11th number one, right?
Yes.
So you broke the record of all time number ones?
Gospel music.
Wow. Congratulations.
With her mentor. Her and Kirk. We're tied. Wow. Yeah, we're tied for number one.
We're tied, but I mean, you don't see this stuff coming. You hope people gonna like the music and enjoy it, but it's like when it happened, I don't even look at the charts, y'all. They tell me.
She never knows.
Working for me, you lean into the country music. Yeah, so I know Kirk Franklin is known for dabbling different beats and sounds and stuff like that. Have you thought about like what, you know, it would be like for you to do other styles or bringing other styles like the R&B or like anything secular, but making it gospel, kind of how he does it?
Well, I kind of have them ballads that's close to maybe R&B. I've had a little
R&B,
and we did do a love project, Us Against the World, that I did. Like I have a song that's called Feels. I sing a song that's called Feel Like. It's really a straight R&B song. We didn't push it, but I think it would have really did well. But I just didn't want people to think that I was trying to do R&B music. That I still want to stay in my genre because I feel like we all have a part to play.
And really, she was afraid of what people were going to think.
Worried about what people were going to say.
I was very fearful, and it wasn't like I was fighting them, but I was dragging my feet. Right. It's like I feel like if I can hear whatever, I can sing whatever. You know, like when you say the country music, it's like I'm country. Y'all hear it in my just how I talk. But I know about the chickens and the hogs. You know, I was raised actually in the country. So it's like those things to me it's like I've been stretched. And a lot of times we only listen to people's single that they have out, but we really don't go listen to the body of work.
And even with the love project we did, she was afraid of what people were going to think. I'm in the studio, I got my chest hairs out, I got my sunshade, I'm doing my best R&B.
Oh, you was ready.
What?
I mean, let the lights down. Pull the lights down.
I had my shades on. I was doing my ooh yeah, and she was like, just have. I said, that is not how you sing. Mm-hmm. But then I realized she was afraid of what the church crowd was gonna, think of her.
But once I thought about it, it's like I'm singing to the love of my life. I'm singing to him. I'm not singing for y'all per se. I mean, thank God for everybody, but I was singing to him, and the song is "You Make Me Feel Like I'm on Top of the World." And when it's the truth, he does. So it's like when you hear this song, it's like it just brings it all to life of like me talking straight to him. Or him, feeling like when he touched me, it's just he still give me goosebumps. So it's like, babe, don't do that. Don't do that right now.
Because you're not.
Don't do that right now. Don't do that right now.
What was wrong with that though? Y'all married. Why can't two married people have that?
It's true, but it's just the society that we live in. Yeah. It's like how people. We can be judgmental. We could be the most loving, but we also can be the most judgmental when it comes to Christian people.
I don't understand that about Christianity. I'm not gonna lie. Thou shalt not judge. One of the first things they teach is the most judgmental people.
And I love being on this side, but I don't know why we're like that. I have no idea.
But it does have to be a separation, though, y'all. It's just. I wouldn't come and look for you to do certain things just like you probably wouldn't expect for me to do certain things. And it's not judgmental. It's just like what you've represented. You just, like with your parents, it's like sometimes even like our kids like to talk about sex. They don't want us to talk about sex. But we have sex.
We have sex.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, but it's just like
we make love.
People don't want to hear certain things from certain people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's not, I don't think all of it is, I would say, judging. Mm-hmm. It's just, I might start over saying, what would Jesus do? Could you see him just pull back on one?
Yes.
Get out of here.
He wouldn't. Smoke some weed?
Yeah, get out of here.
Burning bush.
Absolutely.
No, the burning bush was to bring a message.
Did you say that?
To save someone from being sacrificed.
His father created marijuana.
The burning bush was not for him smoking. No, the bush was being burnt to show as a sacrifice.
So let me ask you a question, Miss Mann.
We ain't sacrificing the bush that I'm talking about.
No, they not. No, they cooking greens.
God creates everything for a purpose. God created marijuana.
He did, but it wasn't for us to be like joyous. It was for probably healing.
Now I do believe there is some medical purpose.
It's healing. It's for healing.
Y'all don't think Jesus got high?
I don't.
I'm gonna push you out that seat.
Why do you think all them people thought he was walking on water?
You know I don't cuss, but nigga now.
He turned the water into wine, so that's the alcohol.
Cuss, but I
and then he turned the fish into bread. He multiplied it for everybody. That's the munchies. That's the munchies. Man, I don't know, man.
That is the munchies.
I see why you always on him.
Come on, Lauren, get this. I'm with you. This is your time.
You know what I'm doing? I'm allowing him to jump off the cliff on his own, and we just gonna watch him go down.
Jesus know my heart. Mm-hmm. He working on me still.
Don't try to bring God on in here double time now. Now you see it double. You were just smoking with God. Now you in here double. Yeah, all right. I told you he gonna fall off that cliff by himself. Ain't I? Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
He's working for us tonight.
Man, we appreciate you. You know, we have to pray before we leave. Charlamagne definitely needs it. We all need it.
Father God, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this opportunity to be before your people. We ask you just bless us, Lord God. Bring inspiration, understanding to all of us, God, in every area that we need, and touch those that are having problems for us in their minds, Lord God, to just bring and lift every weight off of us, oh God. We just give you glory for this opportunity. Thank you for the Breakfast Club. Thank you for what they bring for our people. And we give you glory for everything that you do. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 Always a pleasure, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank y'all.
Pick up the album out right now. Live, breathe, and fight. And remember,
keep living, keep breathing, keep fighting. Y'all.
God did not smoke the burning bush.
He did not. Right. That's not it. It was for a sacrifice. Come on, get out of there.
It's the Breakfast Club.
Get out of there.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Y'all crazy if y'all think Jesus ain't never smoked no weed. Like, out of your minds. Shrooms too. So God just put all of those great recreational drugs here on earth, coming from the earth, and didn't partake? Okay.
David Mann saying I'm gonna push you out your chair.
If your daddy created marijuana and shrooms, you wouldn't partake? Okay. All right. Okay.
Let's get to Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa.
News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mess.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's the coach of shit.
With Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
Now, in the last hour, Jess with the Mess, I told you guys that there was a little bit more left of the 50 Cent Billboard article that I did want to get into. So they had also asked 50 Cent about Drake losing his footing in the battle when he started responding to some of the different allegations that were being thrown at him, because the person who's interviewing 50 says, I think that at that point is when Drake lost his footing a bit. And what 50 Cent says is, when you say something that isn't true and the person wants to defend themselves, they're encouraged. The public likes that you're vulnerable because it matters to you that it wasn't true, and then they jump on you. That's like Meek Mill. When they say Meek is
gay?
Yes. When they say Meek is gay with the Puff, in the Puff situation now, it's how he responds to it that makes people talk about it more. It gets bigger and bigger, and it turns into things going on and out there. You don't hear one thing about French Montana, and French was in that circle and around a lot of that. Not one thing. But Meek is all over the place. It's the way that they respond to what people say about them publicly. They feel like, oh, that bothers you. If you say anything, then people start harping on it harder and harder. I thought that was a great lesson to take from this article of ignore the BS. Because he's right. You don't hear French Montana. It was around the Diddy stuff.
Why you throwing French in there? Leave French alone.
No, he was. He came up in the conversation, but he never responded. So did Usher. Remember, never responded. And look, but when the Meek stuff happened, it was everywhere.
50 a true cancer. He acting like he didn't fuel so much of those French and Diddy rumors back in the day.
He says he know what he do online.
Yeah, come on, man. I heard Diddy touched your butt. That was 50 thing to French all the time.
But the point, you get the point, right? That's what you be telling me that.
I tell you that all the time.
Yeah.
I don't pay that no attention, and Meek does make it bigger. Pause. Whoa. when he replies back to things. Don't give things energy.
With Meek does what?
Man, shut up. Man. You know what I'm talking about.
You ain't here like that Paula Santos because you didn't say that God be smoking weed.
And?
Yeah. Don't be trying to call for him now. He can't hear you. Truth is, he tired. He cannot hear you.
Or she.
Or she. I agree with that. Now, also, RZA had some comments, too, on the Drake-Kendrick beef. And this will be the last part, but I wanted to hear his comments, too. Let's take a listen.
First of all, Kendrick is the natural lyricist, and Drake, I think, is a trained lyricist. You could train a fighter and he could be good, then you got those natural fighters. And while Drake got bars forever, Kendrick bars potency was stronger. So the battle for bar was something that was just not good advice on Drake's camp. Drake is a powerful artist in our culture, and you can't take that away from him. The thing that these young brothers should recognize, as you get older, you gain more knowledge and wisdom and experience. So hopefully as they mature more and as humans, they could go, wow, that's crazy, that's fun. I ate you up, son. I love that other joint. My son love your joint. My son love your joint. That's just what it is, and here we are for the culture coming together.
RZA is not wrong, but I would also just expound on that and say Kendrick is an otherworldly lyricist MC who can also write songs. Drake is a very dope rapper and an exceptional songwriter, but Drake didn't play into his strengths in this battle, and Kendrick played into all of his. Drake's strength is songwriting, making hits. He didn't give us a hit in this battle.
How
long are we going to talk about this battle?
Oh, you
mean?
No.
I
will say, no, it is a little bit far,
it's been a
right?
long
but
time.
I was wondering because
y'all New Yorkers still talking about Jay-Z and Nas, so cut it out.
No, we don't.
Oh, please.
No, we don't.
People still reference that beef a lot.
Nah, they talk more about
Tupac
the Biggie and Tupac.
Yeah.
Because both of them
that's even longer.
But both of them are dead, so they're like immortalized. They haven't really.
But that's even longer. What's the point? You don't. A great beef is a great beef. This has happened this summer. Knock it off.
When y'all say like when people, when Charlotte or whoever being here saying like it's the greatest beef that we've seen in a long time or
it's
whatever,
the greatest
right?
I've ever seen. Period.
Yeah, right. I didn't really I hear that, but it's like, okay, there will be more beefs. But now I'm understanding. This morning when all this was top of news, I'm like, we're still talking about it like it happened yesterday. I've never seen this ever.
And I will say, to I understand what 50's saying. I understand what RZA's saying. Both of them are right. But it's really not even that deep. Kendrick is just better, and he busted Drake's ass. That's just it.
Drake hate to see you coming.
It's just the truth. Kendrick is better. And he was better in this battle, and he just busted Drake's ass. It's just that simple.
All right. Well, that was the moral of the story now.
Battle. Happy birthday, Drake.
Exactly. Dang, on his birthday. I'm sorry.
You want to blow? Blow out his candle?
Ooh.
Not sure.
NBA will pop out a cake with Drake dressed like an owl.
Charlotte, it's a trick candle.
It'll keep coming, and the flame will keep lighting. He'll keep blowing till Drake tell him stop.
Sounds like you're jealous.
That endurance is there.
On.
All right, so Charles Barkley and Shaq inside the NBA, they were having a conversation yesterday about Bronny and LeBron's first game where they made the NBA history, and Charles Barkley made a very controversial statement. Let's take a listen.
Bronny's a prospect. Number one, I'm glad he's healthy. I think he should be in the G League. He's not ready to play in the NBA right now. And it's expected he will spend. And he should be in the G League because he's not ready to play in the NBA first and foremost. But secondly, there's going to be some guys coming for his head. And he's not ready because he's really a tweener. He's a point guard, two guard. His probably best attribute right now is being a defender. But I think to take the pressure off him and let him get better as a player, he should be in the G League.
What's controversial about what he said?
People ain't gonna say that.
No, that's
absolutely right.
But I didn't say right or wrong. I said controversial. Who have you heard saying that publicly on the platform?
Everybody been saying that. He has to play. For him to get better, he has to play.
Said that.
Not y'all. No. We're talking about other people, other analysts, other major sports names. Everybody else is just like they happy for Bronny because it's LeBron's son.
No, people are still happy.
I haven't heard it.
Two things can be true. You can be happy for him, and you can be happy to see this happen. You can be happy that LeBron has the power to make that happen. But you can also say, yeah, he's not ready for the NBA.
No, he needs to play in the G League. For him to get better, he has to play, and he's not going to play in the NBA. He can't play 2 minutes every game when they're blowing teams out. He has to play in the G League. He'll get better. He should be there, and it is what it is. But I'm happy for him to be in the NBA. By the way, you got to play to get better.
People were saying that before he even left college. They were saying he wasn't ready for the NBA.
I know they were saying that, and they were saying a lot. I remember when he won the McDonald's All-American, too, people were like, he didn't deserve that either.
I don't remember that.
There was a whole controversy. They felt like it was given to him because of who he was, and there were other people that were more deserving.
Yeah, but I think he needs to play in the G League because he has to play to get better. And in the NBA, he won't get time. He'll get 2-3 minutes, and that's not enough time for him to get better.
I want Bronny to get better and shut everybody up.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see Bronny ball out.
Me too.
But it's not hate, though. That's not hate to say that. Like, that's just now we're talking about just basketball critique. Mm-hmm. So, celebrate, salute. Glad to see Bronny James Jr. and LeBron on the court.
Love it.
But you still got to talk basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he's going out there averaging 0-point-something points and 0-point-something rebounds and not getting no minutes, then what?
He had 0 rebounds in Tuesday's game.
Charles Barkley didn't lie.
All right, y'all. Well, that was this hour of the mess.
All right, well. Charlamagne, who you give that down to?
Man, 4 after the hour, 6 million ways to get into hell. Choose one. There's a guy named Jeremy Lane from Florida. He needs to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with him, please.
All right, we'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're checking out The Breakfast Club.
The craziest people in America.
I really got Bronx trauma.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
We in the Bronx.
Dad, what you talking about, man?
Suck much. Y'all not shutting us down. We in the concourse for the
The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida.
He lied.
Why does the Sunshine State consistently produce such strange news?
If I catch y'all ass in traffic, I whip her, my virginity out. Y'all don't say it. It is just one of the many wacky news stories out of Florida.
On The Breakfast Club.
Hee-haw, man.
What is so
that
funny?
devilish laugh.
What is so funny? You go to burning bushes with Jesus?
No, I was laughing at something I saw Carlos Miller post. Salute to my guy, Carlos Miller. Listen, Donkey of the Day for Thursday, October 24th goes to a 20-year-old Florida man named Jeremy Lang. Now, what does your Uncle Shala always say about the great state of Florida? The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida, and today is no exception. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, we keep having all these conversations about border security, but I see stories like the one I'm about to tell you, and all I keep thinking is we building walls for the wrong people. We need to build more walls. Okay, finish the one at the border because, yes, we need stronger border security, but who going to keep these crazies from within away from us? Okay, I'm looking at Jeremy Lang and I'm saying I need a wall built internally here in America to keep us away from them. Who is them? Them is the crazies. Okay, see, he's a young man. So I give him grace, only 20 years old. But then I see what he's accused of, and it just reinforces to me that this new era we are in because of social media just has completely made people lose sight of what reality is. Hell, if you're 20, you probably don't know what reality is because you never experienced it. You grew up in an era of social media and YouTube, and nothing, I repeat, nothing will make you out of touch with reality like those platforms. Now, Jeremy wanted to steal from Jesus. Okay, well, not Jesus, but a place where people worship, okay, Jesus, and that place is a church. Yes, Jeremy was arrested last week for burglarizing a church, and police say he's probably linked to 6 more. What type of table you get in hell for that? Okay, that should get you in the VIP section of Club Satan with bottle service. But Jeremy was arrested for burglarizing the church. Let's go to ABC3 for the report, please.
Police say 20-year-old Jeremy Lang is responsible for at least 7 burglaries over a 2.5-week span. Surveillance footage we obtained from Pastor Clifton Riley at Bethel AME Church shows the suspect break several windows before eventually climbing in last Friday night. The pastor tells me he spent less than 5 minutes inside and left with nothing. Authorities say Lang was spotted Monday night wearing the same clothes from the surveillance days prior. He was found carrying burglary tools, marijuana, and a stolen firearm.
And PPD says Jeremy Lang provided a false name to them at the time of his arrest. He is charged with one of the burglaries at this church. Other charges are pending from the 6 other churches that he's burglarized. PPD did not identify the items that he's accused of stealing.
No, I definitely could just give him donkey of the day for that, you know what I'm saying? Because, you stole from the church. God definitely got something for this jackass, but that's between him and his creator. But the reason I'm giving him donkey of the day is not only because he stole from all those churches, but police searched his cell phone. And in his cell phone, he had internet searches like, and I quote, how to cut shirt into a mask.
Jesus.
Where do church keep money? These are actual quotes. Do churches have safes? Let me tell you how you spelled safes. S-A-F-E apostrophe S. So S-A-F-E apostrophe S.
Possession. Hate to see him coming.
This is the one that got me. Oh, he Googled events where you raise money in Pensacola. He was going after all the sweet licks. This man was going to rob people who were actually doing great things in the community. Events where you raise money in Pensacola. I had to Google for myself events where you raise money in Pensacola because I had to see what Jeremy saw. I wanted to see what Jeremy saw. Okay, would you like to hear some of the events this heathen was plotting on?
Yes.
4th annual brunch fest. Purple paint party. That's the 2nd annual charity event. The Fall Paw Palooza, a pet adoption and charity event. Together for Tomorrow event. 4th annual Mission 22 Show and Shine. Pins for a Purpose. 28th annual CCA Pensacola Banquet and Auction. Hot Work Hits Cancer. Pensacola, East Hill, and Northwest. Bro,
he deserved to be under the jail.
What are you talking about? You know what's under the jail?
What's that?
Hell, okay? You was going to take money from people raising money for cancer. You was going to take money from people who are encouraging people to adopt pets. I keep telling y'all, segregation wasn't a bad concept. It was just poorly executed. Should have been based on behavior, not race, because I don't want people like Jeremy eating in the same establishments I'm eating in. I don't want people like Jeremy going to the same schools as my kids, and I damn sure don't want to go to the same church as Jeremy because he's just in there staking the place out. I need to see what human evolution looks like for people like Jeremy. He's 20, but he thinks he can just Google search how to commit a crime against the church, how to commit crimes against the community. He literally searched for how to cut shirt into a mask. Where do church keep money? He was plotting on robbing a pet adoption and charity event. I don't know if anything man made, I don't know if anything man has created can rehabilitate this human. I think even God would have to admit some of the product he created is just defective. Please give Jeremy Lang the biggest hee-haw.
It's horrible.
What does he look like?
What you looking at?
Play a game?
I do.
Okay, let's play a game of Guess What Race It Is!
All right, give me clues.
Jeremy Lang, 20 years old from Pensacola, Florida, robbed about 5 to 6 churches, and he Googled how to cut shirt into a mask. Where do church keep money? DJ Envy, guess what race it is?
White.
Okay, not mad at that guess.
See, if he was black, he'd have the Pooh Shiesty mask already, so he wouldn't need to cut a mask into it. So
good.
That's what I'm going with.
That's a good use of context clues. Lauren LaRosa, Jeremy Lang, 20 years old of Pensacola, Florida, robbed about 5 to 6 churches. Googled things like, do churches have safes, and used an apostrophe in safes.
Guess what race he is?
I hate to do this to us.
Us. What do you mean?
I think he black. I hate it. I think he watched a little bit of like too much of First Sunday. I think he's one. I hate that though, but I think he's one of us.
Apostrophe S.
Well,
apostrophe S.
DJ Envy, Lauren LaRosa, I want you both to know that you are absolutely, positively wrong.
Both of us are wrong.
Yes, both of y'all are wrong.
Wow.
Jeremy Lang is not white. Jeremy Lang is not black.
What is he?
Jeremy Lang is nigga.
How do you think he was gonna get away with that hair like that? Like you see that hair a mile away. I don't care if you wrap your face with a t-shirt, a sweatshirt. You can see that hair sticking out.
I'm convinced after seeing that N-word did it for the mixtape. He needed content for his mixtape.
Damn. Look at him. Look at him. Okay. Look at him.
Apostrophe S gave it away.
This man looks suspicious in any neighborhood. He does. Right? I don't care what neighborhood he's in. He looks suspicious.
You're right.
Black neighborhoods, white neighborhoods. This man will get the police called on him.
He came out the womb. He looked like he came out the womb doing all the wrong stuff.
Wow.
Even in his mugshot, he's like, boy, He got his lip balled up like, when I get out of here, I'm coming straight to the pastor.
You got to be a different type of dumb to try to rob the people of God.
Jesus. All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today. Now, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Have you ever got your friend in trouble with his girlfriend or wife or boyfriend and wife? All right? That happened to me this morning.
It did, because you talk too much.
I just got my friend in trouble by accident. Don't FaceTime me. I play all the time. I never not play. He was at the doctor. He was at the hospital. He had to go to ER. So when I see him at the ER, I say, see, I told you you need to leave them dirty alone. Leave them dirty chicks alone. He scans to the side and his wife's in the corner.
You know my wife here.
And she goes, I heard what you just said. So I banged on her.
And then you hung up so fast looking suspicious.
Yes, I'm suspicious.
You should have been like, what? I knew your wife was there. It was a joke.
Nah.
And it don't help that there was a headline of you this week that said, ain't nothing wrong being a little freaky.
Baby, he got it right.
So that is the question. Have you ever got your homie, ladies, have you ever got your girl in trouble with their man by talking too much? Now, you said, I was talking to Lauren about this, and Lauren said you got codes.
I have. Yeah, I mean, you have to know, you got to be respectful of what's possibly happening in the room. Because I'm the friend that I might call you at 2 a.m. with some stuff to say. And my friends, they got boyfriends, they live with their boyfriends, all that. So yeah, we know how to talk to each other in certain ways because some stuff just ain't for the booze to know.
So what do you say?
Why would I say?
You're right. Charlamagne?
Ew.
What? I don't get involved in people's shenanigans. Okay? I'm that person that once I go straight, if you ain't straight, I'm telling everybody. So what I mean by that is,
we know you're not straight though.
What I mean by that is,
Ooh,
when I say black men don't cheat, I really mean that. So
black men don't cheat on what?
All my partners know. Don't even come around me with that. Don't talk to me about it because I ain't covering you for nothing.
He didn't ask nothing. He was just in an emergency room, but I was just playing.
I'm not covering for nothing. Don't call me talking about, hey man, I'm gonna tell such you was with me. Don't do that. Don't do that with me. I don't play those type of
things. So if your homeboy ever had to call you and be like, yo, I was at whatever, tell him I was sleeping on your couch.
That has happened to me.
And what happened? What you do?
I'm not getting involved in none of this. I don't know what he told you. I ain't talked to him. Okay, and then I call him like, bro, don't put me in the middle of this nonsense.
Yo,
I don't play that.
I mean, I can understand. I get it. But like, dang,
I don't play that. And then your homeboy get mad, man. You can't do such. No, I cannot do such and such. I will not lie for you. Don't put me in the mix of this.
800-585-1051. Ladies, have you ever got your girl in trouble by talking through the phone or saying something wrong? Fellas, have you ever got your homie in trouble?
Yo,
on purpose.
You know what be the one?
He said on purpose.
On purpose. Call me with this fool.
Y'all ever saw the TikTok where the girl call her homegirl and be like, that it's out here, and she turned the phone and she in the car with her boyfriend, and she like, ooh, I'm gonna call you right back. She did what you did, because now you gotta explain why she calling you and telling you where the hose is at.
If you be playing too much, that's what he said. I'm sure.
We gotta go to rap, bro. You
take your calls. What are you gonna say?
If you gotta go to rap, bro.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Pull out your phone. Call in right now. Call me. Add your opinion to the Breakfast Club topic. Break it down. 800-585-1051. The Breakfast Club.
Steady calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. We're asking 800-585-1051. Have you ever got your friend in trouble? Meaning, did you ever say something you weren't supposed to say? And that is the question. That's what happened to me this morning. I was playing around. A friend of mine called me. He had to go to the doctor. I seen him at the doctor, and I was like, hey, messing with them dirty chicks? And yeah, he scanned to the corner, and his wife was in the room. Was like, I heard what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
So I just banged, hung up the phone.
That made it worse. I want you to know that.
I'm sure. So, but you said you've done this before.
Yeah, I have done this before. I had to learn my lesson about just calling my homegirls and saying anything, especially when you're on FaceTime because you automatically on speaker.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if you be like, if you call somebody and be like, hey, you by yourself? And then the other person here, like their person, their boyfriend hears that, it's like, well, why is she asking if you by yourself? Why she can't talk to you and I'm here? Even the littlest thing like that get somebody in trouble.
Charlamagne said he's staying far away. Don't call him. He ain't playing with none of
I
you
don't
games.
get involved in anybody's shenanigans. Don't call me with that foolishness. I've never played like that. I don't want to be nobody's fake alibi. You shouldn't be lying to your girl. And if you call me in front of people on FaceTime, you know, for any reason, I'm going to say something crazy just because why you doing that? But why you doing that? Why you got to FaceTime me in front of all these people? You want people just to know that we know each other? Like, especially when you ain't calling me for nothing? When you ain't calling me about nothing?
If your homeboy girlfriend is like, well, FaceTime them then. I want to hear FaceTime. You said you was with Charlamagne.
I'll give you a good example. This happened. I'm not going to say where I'm going to keep everything generic,
okay,
right? But we at a game, right? We at a game.
Right.
And one of my partners was having a party that night, and it was a house party. But they was inviting their other boo while their baby mama was there. And so I said something like, what time is the party tonight? And he hitting my leg, right? Because he didn't want his baby mama to know that he was having a party. So she was like, what party? Oh. I said, the party he's having at his house tonight. Yeah, I'm not about to lie for you.
Yo, you crazy.
Straight up.
Yo.
Straight up. For real. Don't be doing that. Don't put me in the middle of none of these your shenanigans.
You put yourself. You asked what time the party was.
But I didn't know she didn't know.
Now, Sabrina, good morning, Sabrina.
Good morning. Good morning.
Now, you got your girl in trouble, Sabrina?
No, my girl got me in trouble.
What happened?
Well, so she posted me on her Facebook page, and she posted me getting married, and my boyfriend didn't know I got married.
Wait a minute.
Your boyfriend didn't know you got married?
Your boyfriend didn't know you got married? That don't sound right.
Let me light my apology.
She posted me on her Facebook page. Oh, my best friend got married, da da da. But my boyfriend didn't know that. He like, somehow that's how I got to find out he got married. He just took me to Africa. We was there for like a whole month. We supposed to be going back. He built property there, everything. And now he's going to Africa now to get married.
You took your boyfriend to Africa?
No, her boyfriend took her to Africa. But then she came home and married her now husband.
I married him before I went to Africa.
Oh, so you just recently got married and spent your honeymoon in Africa with your other boo?
Right.
Oh,
so let me ask you a question. What do you use to clear up your vaginal
pH balance?
Your discharge?
The sad part was we wasn't doing nothing. I was just like,
You a liar. Ain't nobody took you to Africa and y'all ain't do nothing.
Or my mother. We was not.
Boy, you is lying. Why would you lie like this?
He was not.
You are lying your ass
He must have been
off.
old and fat and you was doing it for the money.
You know what? He's not fat. And he just felt like he was taking me to Africa because he was doing me a favor. Because when his family would come to America, I would take them everywhere, take them to the doctors, show them around, and he would disappear. He wasn't the one doing nothing for them when he would come here. So he was like, let me take you to show you where I'm from, because I took him to.
He should have took you to Ghana.
Where I'm from and everything.
He should have took you to Ghana and took you to the door no return and left your ass there.
Jesus Christ. Hello, who's this? Chris, what's up, brother? This happened to you, Chris?
Yeah, man. I got my partner in trouble about a week or two ago, man.
Tell me what happened, Chris.
Man, so I was sitting up there having pillow talk with my homeboy.
You was having pillow talk with your homeboy?
That sounds crazy.
You know how guys talk, man. We're having locker room talk.
I ain't never said I'm having pillow talk with my homeboy. If you had pillow talk with your homeboy, you had some baby oil and some lube around, brother.
No, I didn't say pillow. I said pillow talk.
I thought you said pillow.
I heard pillow talk too, brother. But go ahead, brother.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there telling them about a recent trip I had to the DR. Talking about everything I did over there. And I'm looking around and I say, hey, bro, is that camera on? He like, no, the camera ain't on. I said, man, that light is on. You say, no, brother. You say, man, this is on its own.
What did he say?
So, about 10 minutes later, man, his chick coming, cutting both of us out, telling us what we need to do, where we need to go, and all this shit, kicked me out the house and everything.
Hey, man, you know why? Because y'all was having unk talk. You know what I'm saying? I be doing the same thing. Me and my partners get to a certain day. Man, make sure them phones off, man.
Yeah, take them phones.
Put them phones. Hey, that phone ain't recorded. Hey, put that away now.
And you got your ass in trouble.
She had the camera on.
Yeah, man. Got both of them.
Yeah, she had a Ring camera on.
Oh, yeah,
and the
yeah,
Ring
yeah,
camera
yeah.
was recorded. He didn't know. He said he see a light. And he said, nah, it ain't recorded. And it was.
My homegirls do that all the time.
Damn.
Boyfriends have no idea. Well, shoot, now they know. Sorry.
800-585-1051. Have you ever got your homie in trouble by talking too much? Let's discuss this. The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
If y'all talking about it, you know we talking about it. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. We're asking, have you ever got your homie in trouble this morning? One of my homies called me. He was in the doctor's office, and I was just joking with him, because we play. Like we play. Just like if I ever call Charlamagne and I'm in an emergency room, he gonna say something. Was something stuck in your ass? He gonna say that regardless. I know. That's why I would never call him.
Yeah, because you know I'm gonna tell the truth.
He ain't gonna say nothing about no women though.
Exactly.
Because he know that's not the life you live in.
Exactly, Lauren.
Right.
I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna say what got in your butt. I'm gonna say who left something in your butt, because that's true.
No, it's not true.
But
anyway,
true.
So I said something stupid like, I said, what dirty chick he was messing with now? Just joking, laughing. And then he scanned to the side of the room, and his wife was in the corner.
Low key though, why would he answer the phone like, "Yo, envy me, my wife here at the hospital"?
That's what he should have said, because he know I play.
Listen.
But anyway,
by the way, that is a telltale sign that you up to no good. Yeah, man, me and the wife just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? yeah. What's up? Me and the wife just here. You don't even answer the phone. Hello, you be like, hold on, baby, somebody calling me right now. I think it's George on the phone. Hey, what's up, partner? I'm here with my wife. You just telling on yourself.
Juan, what's up, Juan?
What's up, man? What's going on, Andy? You all right?
I'm good, brother. Talk to us.
You all right?
Hey, so look, I just want to say this. Old girl, she on there. She talking about she's spilling the beans on her people because she's saying that they got codes and stuff. So she kind of exposed. So whoever know her in real life,
you would never.
Her people's gonna be like, what you say?
We're not stupid. Like
yes,
you would no, we're not.
Yeah, I've been thinking about this whole conversation.
No, you would never even. The way that we talk to each, it's the same way that you'd be like, "Hey, I'm in the car with such and such. You on speaker?" Like you would never even
Lauren,
guess it.
You've told on yourself so much.
No,
but I mean, but the only reason I ain't even tripped.
I promise you, be good.
Only reason I ain't tripped because all the guys that like you know you need to heal. You had two guys tell you this.
First of all, we're not talking about me. We talking about my friends that are in relationships. I don't have to hide nothing from I don't belong to anybody.
What's the dealio?
Slim, what's up? Talk to us. This happened to you, Slim?
Now you don't belong to nobody?
Oh yeah. This is happening the other day. Me and my cousin, we went to go off after work, and we went over to little Skeezer's crib. And my night was successful, so I was calling Cuzzo to see how his night was. And when I called him, I'm like, hey, what's up with short last night? And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, the business from over there on Plymouth.
Why you ain't pick up
Man, let my brother talk, man. Go ahead, young king. Go ahead, keep talking. Go ahead, king.
I'm like, the business from over there on Plymouth. And his girl snatches the phone, like, what business y'all went to go see last night? And I pulled to you. I hung up the phone.
If he said what you talk about, you're supposed to let it slide. You keep going. You know them bitches. You know what?
But that's the funny
part.
I
was excited as hell. I was excited as thinking about that.
Because you just had a successful night. So what was funny about it when he said, man, I don't know what you're talking about, you started giving a description.
Yeah.
Man, you know the girl with the brown eyes and the long brown hair.
Goodbye, Slim.
Yeah, I gave up because damn.
Slim ain't that quick.
He like the schizo. You know the schizo with the short hair with that. Oh, man. Hello, who's this?
Good morning. This is Crystal.
Crystal, good morning.
Good morning. Okay,
what happened, Crystal?
So my girlfriend, co-worker / my friend, I'm in the car with my boyfriend. He messed around and found some text messages or whatever. So on some defense type stuff, I call her. I'm like, girl, did you know that such and such feel like I'm cheating on him with such and such? First thing out her mouth is, well, you are.
Damn.
Oh my God. What in the world, right? So. Say what, Lauren?
How you know I was about to say something? Because why wouldn't you be like, Girl, you know I'm sitting here with, and he trying to tell me.
No, because, I wanted it. But, okay, this is the reason, for real. Because I felt like I wasn't cheating. I feel like sexting is not cheating, but that's another.
But listen, when you in do or die flight mode like that, you don't have time to move in variables. You need to get straight to the point. And the point you needed was your friend to be like, "You not cheating," and she needed to know. She needed to say that. You didn't give her the cues. You didn't give her the cue. Listen, you dropped the ball. That wasn't her fault. That was yours.
Goodbye, Crystal. You messed that one up yourself.
My bad, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
You too.
Shout out to my baby Cam.
All
I
right.
miss you, boo.
All right.
That's the one that she gonna.
All right. What's the moral of the story?
The moral of the story is
Don't call Charlamagne. Don't rob a bank with him.
Definitely don't. And I'm about to tell on Lauren. I just want the record to show. I just want the record to show that Lauren said this morning she don't belong to nobody after talking about all the codes her and her homegirls use. Just a couple weeks ago, she was referring to some man as her bae, her man. I just want to tell that brother, hey, run for your life. Okay.
Hey, if he can hear you, that's the only way he can hear you, because he can't get through this phone.
Get away from Lauren LaRosa. Okay, run.
It's not my fault. People be cat. Once you make it to the block list, you live there. I don't know what to do.
All right.
Damn. So he was your man 2 weeks ago. Now he blocked.
Who are we even talking about?
I don't know who this guy was.
I don't know.
Remember me and we was all texting in the group chat, and she was like,
"Yes,
something,
I got him, man.
Y'all distracted me from talking to my man right now." Like, what?
Don't know nothing. I ain't see nothing.
Wow.
I don't know what you talking about.
Boy, it's a cold world. You better bundle up.
All right. Well, we got Jess With The Mess with Lauren.
New York got good coats. You go get you one. I don't know.
God damn.
We do. We're going to get into Cam and Angel Reese. Talking about things people said. Cam has some words for Angel Reese.
All right. We'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to Jess With The Mess with Lauren LaRosa.
News is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide mess.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's the coach of shit.
With Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
Let's go, Lauren.
Yeah.
Dropping the clues bombs with Lauren LaRosa. Let's go, Lauren. Oh, boy.
All right, y'all. So Cameron and Mace were on It Is What It Is, and Kim had some words for Angel Reese. Now, Angel Reese earlier this week went online. She was on Instagram Live, and she was talking about how much money she makes versus how much money she spends. Let's take a listen to Angel Reese.
I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills. Literally. I'm trying to think of like my rent for where I stay at. What is I don't even know my salary. 74? Okay. Times. Yo! I'm living beyond my means. It's like, no, my rent is more than that. It's 8,000. I'm living beyond my means. Like y'all think. If y'all thought that I don't even know my salary for WNBA. Do they even pay my car note?
Yeah, I think it pays your car note.
Now, when she when that live happened, of course, that picked up everywhere because people were debating, well, why doesn't she know what she makes? Is she really living above her means? Which you can hear her. I believe she's jokingly saying that, of course.
So nobody understands sarcasm in the music. Nobody heard her say psych.
No, listen.
Nobody heard the big old psych.
Tatalicious. No, listen. I think that the reason why I picked up so big is because there's always that conversation around the WNBA and the money they make or whatever, right? Angel Reese, though. I mean, she's Angel Reese. She has tons of endorsement deals.
A million of them.
There were a lot of people responding to her, though.
She got her own sneaker.
We're going to get into her stuff. Let's take a listen to Cameron on It Is What It Is responding to Angel Reese.
When I seen that video, I didn't like the video. She's like, yo, the WNBA can't even pay one of my bills. It doesn't cover my rent. And they was like, how much? She says, how much do I make a year? To whoever she's talking to. You can't see who she's talking to. That's first. You don't know how much you make a year. Mm-hmm. Secondly, she says, how much is my rent? So you don't know what your rent is. I hope she don't go broke. So then they tell her what her rent is. They say 8,000. Let's do the math. So she says 74 times 8,000. I'm like, that isn't multiplication. You would go, wow. It was more for my personal disappointment.
Okay, so Kim, trying to give her some advice, basically telling her, like, slow down a bit, do well with your money because people can go broke. Mm-hmm. So people were doing the math on her rent, $8K a month, 12 months, that's $96K, 16 months, that's $128K. Her estimated salary, she said herself, is about $74,000 a year.
WNBA, yeah.
And people were trying to make the point, well, her rent alone is going to be more than what she's making off of her salary. But let's get into Angel Reese as a business, right? Because Angel Reese, she recently just dropped the news that she owns part of a soccer team.
Correct.
She just redid a deal and some sort of endorsement deal that she has with Cash App.
Mm-hmm.
She also has things with Reebok.
She has her own sneaker.
Endorsements by brands like Goldman Sachs, Tops, Beats by Dre, Tampax, Airbnb, Amazon, PlayStation, Sports Illustrated, swimsuit stuff. She's out.
The Reese's Pieces thing.
Yeah, the Reese's Pieces. She makes way more money outside of WNBA.
She is running around now. I do. I mean, as you're coming up, I think she's very open to, advice. I'm hopefully, sure she has a really good business manager, but I think people are being a little bit too tough on her, not understanding what she's saying, what she was getting at.
She was
joking, and she's also saying
she said psych, yo.
Yeah, but I think the sarcasm was also supposed to be like a shot at the fact that she has to work really hard outside of her WNBA contract because of how much money she makes. And she does it.
She also said psych.
And she's also a rookie.
Psych don't mean nothing to y'all no more?
Yeah, no, it does. Psych. But she's also a rookie. Most rookies don't make those huge contracts. They go into a rookie contract for the first 2 years. And then the third year or the fourth year is usually where they, reevaluate and get the big check. But she makes all her money outside.
The reality is the WNBA is not paying any of her bills.
No.
But everything she's doing outside of the WNBA, she clearly was being sarcastic. Yep. She said psych.
I knew you was going to say that again.
Because I don't understand.
Psych. I didn't know that she was going to say that again. It's like,
she said psych.
Yeah, I know. We know.
Psych.
All right.
Y'all better worry about how y'all going to pay y'all bills. The first right around the corner.
It's almost there.
The first right around the corner.
That's talking about Halloween parties. Yeah, the first is right here.
9 days. It's 8 days today.
8 days to the first? Okay.
You got to decide if you're going to go to a Halloween party or pay the rent.
Dang, is that? I was gonna say, is that hard? It is that hard for some people.
What's the soccer team? She do own a part of the soccer team. What's the name of it?
Let me look it up.
Salute to the MLS too, man. Salute to Don Garber, the commissioner of the MLS.
I'm actually taking my son to a game next week.
Really?
The DC Power Football Club.
Okay.
Or DC team. Yeah, I think I don't know if they're playing at Yankee Stadium because of the World Series, or they're gonna play at Shea Stadium where the Mets play. But I'm definitely going. You hooked me up with that. Thank you.
Of course. Now, in other news, we've been talking about the Young Thug case down in Atlanta, and a lot of us have been screaming for a long time. When is a mistrial going to happen? Because there's been so many missteps by the prosecution in this case. Well, yesterday, the official mistrial watch has begun. They're actually back in court today, so there will be updates to this. But I did want to briefly talk about this because yesterday in court, this is the longest running criminal trial in Georgia. There was an incident that happened where the prosecution had a witness on the stand. They go to give the witness something to read. It's a pull from social media where he is supposed to be reading this to identify some other people that they're trying to identify in the courtroom.
Right.
The witness begins to read, and everybody realizes, he's reading an unredacted copy of this versus he's not reading the redacted copy that is on the monitor. Now, this is important because that redacted copy, right? It blocked out a hashtag that said #free Qua. The reason why the court had decided to block all that stuff out is because they didn't want the jury to even have any conversation or knowing of anybody else, any other defendants in this case that have already been arrested. So when he read free Qua, now you can figure out, well, who's Qua? What was he arrested for? What was his, you know what I mean? Like, it all can come in. So, of course, Young Thug's team goes in, mistrial.
Objection, mistrial.
Yeah,
again,
right?
They said that like 9 times.
Now, so at that point, we have audio of the judge. Can we take a listen to the judge talking about the sloppiness?
Trying to do is fix your sloppiness so that everybody won't have wasted, 10, 12 months of their lives in this trial.
Yeah, we can come up with this.
Okay, do it now.
Baby, the grace that this judge is showing, I've never seen a judge want to help
clean
up the sloppiness. I don't think that.
But it's the third judge, right?
Yeah, it is. It's like the third judge. But I will say she did mention that she's not going to grant a mistrial with prejudice, which means that the case is permanently done and can't be tried again. So there is still the option for a mistrial
and then they retry
without prejudice, which means that the case can be brought back to court again. They would have a certain amount of time to get the case together to bring it back and retry it, but it could happen. So we're on this watch right now to see if that's even going to happen.
There's absolutely no way they can convict Young Thug and call it justice. This trial has been a complete joke from day one. It's a waste of taxpayer dollars. The best they can do is try to make a deal with Jeffrey's team. Either that, mistrial. And if they come back and try to do it again, what would they do?
Yeah, but that's what it seems like they'll try
Not
to do.
be sloppy?
But that's what they did with the artist from, I can't remember his name, from Florida. Remember, it was a mistrial, and then they recharged him, right?
Mine W.
Yeah, which makes no sense. So now that means Thug is going to have to pay lawyers again and go through the same process again?
If that happens, we got to see what happens.
That's not right.
They're back in court.
Because they had more than enough time to get this case together. And the fact that they didn't, it's not right.
Yep. Well, they're back in court today, so we'll be watching. We'll be on the mistrial watch along with everybody else.
They tried to lock up Doug's attorney one point, remember?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This is crazy.
They held him in contempt of court. And he said, I'd rather be in jail with my client so we can prepare this case.
All right. Well, that
call
is Jess With The Mess.
Rob a bank. Don't call Charla.
With Lauren LaRosa. All right. Now, when we come back, we got the People's Choice Mix. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're checking out the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. We got a salute to David and Tamela Mann for joining us today. Her new album, Live, Breathe, and Fight, is out right now.
Yes, indeed.
All right. And when we come back, we got the positive note, so don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. I got to remind you guys that Powerhouse NYC goes down this Saturday. All right, if you want to see artists like Sexy Red, A Boogie, Bossman D-Lo, just to name a few, get your tickets ASAP. It will sell out. Still some few tickets available, so get your tickets. Now, Charlamagne.
Yes, indeed.
You got a positive note?
I do have a positive note, and the positive note is simply this. It's a quote that I love, that I really need to frame this quote, actually, because it just talks about the era that we're in. Well, it applies to the era that we're in. Mm-hmm. But it's just about this constant lying that's always going on. And I just want y'all to know this constant lying is not aimed at making the people believe a lie, but at ensuring that no one believes anything anymore. A people that can no longer distinguish between truth and lies cannot distinguish between right and wrong. And such a people, deprived of the power to think and judge, is, without knowing and willing it, completely subjected to the rule of lies. With such a people, you can do whatever you want. I don't know if you noticed, they're doing whatever they want with us right now. You enjoy the day.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?